All right, let's keep moving here. Indianapolis and the Miami Dolphins. Miami goes on the road. Decent performance, but didn't pick up the victory, losing in overtime to the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Indianapolis Colts, same story, another day, close in the fourth quarter. They can't win this football game. I even had a team total over 19.5, was ready to cash my ticket early in the fourth quarter when the Indianapolis Colts had a first and goal from the 7-yard line, ended up with a field goal, and that's all they would get for the remainder of the game. Nice win for the Tennessee Titans. I think they did what we expected here. There was no way from a side perspective you were really fighting and saying, you know what, I got to get to the Colts side of this one, because we didn't know during the last week if Carson Wentz was even going to play. Thought he gave it his all, but just wasn't enough for a victory here. And that seems like commonplace now for the Colts, who look like they lose again. Quentin Nelson to a high ankle sprain. They just can't get it right, and sometimes injuries catch up to you on the year. But looking at this game overall, not overly impressed with Brissett outside of that fourth quarter comeback, leads him down for a touchdown drive, punches in a 2-point conversion. They weren't dynamic in that game. I do look to more of an under perspective here between Wentz and Brissett in this game. 43.5 now at the FanDuel Sportsbook, down from 45.5, Kyle.
Yeah, and doesn't it feel like that's what I took away from yesterday? If you remember that tying drive, it was a deep ball into the end zone, then pass interference, and they get the ball at the 1-yard line. Pass interference, this whole spot of the foul thing with pass interference needs to go away. It just needs to be a 10 or a 15-yard penalty, and let's knock off.
No, we love this for team totals.
Because I do. It's just too.
Don't you dare.
It just becomes too much. I mean, the Packers had 750 yards in receiving from pass interference penalties last night. It felt like every time you turned around, a deep ball, pass interference, pass interference, pass interference. Get the hell out of here, Jerome Boger. Damn ladies man referee. Anyways, I digress. So it's another tough game, right? Jacoby Brissett at home against his former team. You've got the Colts coming into town. I think I might be buying low early in the week. The Colts were close enough to covering that game against Tennessee. I'm going to rewatch that game, of course, that Miami Raiders game I saw a lot of. Early in the week, I'll say the Colts are live, but I don't love it. Very, very tough game, and points may be at a premium here. I might lean that under 43.5.
Yeah, let's see what happens in that game here. But it's a fascinating one. We'll see if Carson Wentz, also Frank Reich said, didn't come out of the game any worse for wear from those 2 sprained ankles. So maybe he looks a little bit better, at least a little bit more mobile against the Miami Dolphins this weekend.